Assalamualaikum and hi. I want to tell you what is basic accounting. Accounting is a process of documenting, categorizing, and summarizing financial transactions. This financial statement gives information about our company operations and financial situation. In accounting, we have 4 ideas such as the entity concept, the going concern idea, monetary stability, and accounting period.
I will continue with journal in the books of Mr. Noah for the period from October 1st to October 20, 2020. On October 1st, Noah start business with a capital of Rm80,000. The account involved in this transaction is cash and capital. On the 3rd of October, both goods from car on credit Rm20,000. The account involved in this transaction is purchase and car. On the 4th of October, sold got to dash Rm25,000. The account involved in this transaction is dash and sales. On the 5th of October, cash purchase Rm25,000. The account involved in this transaction is purchase and cash. On the 7th of October, cash sale Rm15,000. The account involved in this transaction is cash and sale. On the 9th of October, goods returned to car Rm2,000. The account involved in this transaction is car and purchase return. On the 10th of October, both furniture for Rm15,000. The account involved in this transaction is furniture and cash. On October 11, cash paid to car Rm12,000. The account involved in this transaction is car and cash. On the 12th of October, goods returned by dash Rm3,000. The account involved in this transaction is sales return and dash. On the 14th of October, goods taken by Noah for personal use Rm3,000. The account involved in this transaction is drawings and purchase. On the 15th of October, cash received from dash Rm12,000. The account involved in this transaction is cash and dash. On the 16th of October, took loan from my Rm30,000. The account involved in this transaction is cash and mine. On the 17th of October, salary paid Rm5,000. The account involved in this transaction is salaries and cash. On the 18th of October, both stationery for Rm1,000. The account involved in this transaction is stationery and cash. On the 19th of October, amount paid to my on loan account Rm18,000. The account involved in this transaction is my and cash. On the 20th of October, interest received Rm4,000. The account involved in this transaction is cash and interest.
An accounting ledger is an account or record used to store bookkeeping entries for balance sheet and income statement for transaction. Accounting ledger journal entries can include accounts like cash, account receivable, investment, inventory, accounts payable, accrued expenses, and customer deposit. Accounting ledgers are maintained for all types of balance sheet and income statement transaction. Balance sheet ledgers include asset ledgers such as cash or accounts receivable. Income statement ledgers include ledgers such as revenue and expenses. They are the example of ledger.
I will continue with trial balance of Mr. Noah as on October 31st. You can see the debit side and credit side. Start with the credit side. Capital 80,000 ringgit. Car 6,000 ringgit. Interest 4,000 ringgit. Loan 12,000 ringgit. Sales 40,000 ringgit. Return purchase 2,000 ringgit. For the debit side is Purchase Rp42,000, cash Rp65,000, desk Rp10,000, furniture Rp15,000, drawings Rp3,000, salaries Rp5,000, stationery Rp1,000, and the last is return sales Rp3,000. For the total trial balance in debit and credit side is Rp144,000.
Statement of profit and loss of Mr. Noah as an October 31st. For overall, sale is Rp40,000 in debit side. Sales return is negative Rp3,000 in debit side, and net sale is Rp37,000 in credit side. For cost of goods sold, for opening stock is 0 in debit side. Purchase is Rp42,000 in debit side too. Purchase return is negative Rp2,000 in debit side and Rp40,000 in credit side. For gross loss is negative Rp3,000 in credit side. Expenses for salaries is Rp5,000, stationery is Rp1,000 in debit side and Rp60,000 in credit side. Revenue interest received is Rp40,000 in credit side. Net loss is negative Rp5,000 in credit side.
Balance sheet statement for this study case. This is a balance sheet statement that has been prepared according to the information obtained from the trial balance. For example, balance sheet as at 31 October 2021 started with fixed asset are consists of furniture Rm55,000. Next, we need to plus with current asset who are consist of cash Rm65,000 plus dash Rm1,000 equals to Rm75,000. After that, minus with current liability who are consist with car Rm6,000 plus loan Rm12,000, so that total of current asset are minus liability Rm18,000 equals Rm57,000. Working capital, we must do minus 3 current asset and current liabilities and get the final amount is Rm57,000. Net financial by capital Rm18,000 minus net loss that we get from pure balance is Rm negative 5,000 plus withdrawing Rm negative 3,000 and to 7 and as well to 72,000. This balance sheet show the calculation is finished.
The usefulness of the statement of profit and loss. A PL statement that is called as profit and loss statement, also called an income statement, is a financial statement that summarizes income, expense, and incurred during a particular period of time, usually a fiscal year or quarter. These records provide information about the company's ability or inability to generate profit by increasing sales, reducing costs, or both. The income statement is one of the 3 financial statements issued quarterly and annually by all publicly traded companies. It is often the most common financial statement in business plans, as it shows how much profits or loss the company has made. Profit and loss statements are also very important for companies to make decisions. After considering all related costs, you can get a clear picture of whether the company's business will bring profit or loss. PL statements also help the company's management, including the board of directors, understand the company's net income, which aids in the decision-making process.
Moving to my part is usefulness of the balance sheet statements. The balance sheets provide a summary of the organization's asset, equity and liabilities at a certain time. The balance sheets of larger companies are typically more complicated, and these are displayed in the organization's annual report. The balance sheet also has two heads such as assets and equity and liabilities. The balance sheet is the only one of the four fundamental financial statements that pertains to a specific moment in the fiscal year and is frequently referred to as a picture of a company's financial position.
Conclusion: the purpose of accounting in a business is to supply numerical data for a true evaluation of the success of the business. A career in accounting implies providing service. In today's complicated and dynamic business climate, keeping accurate and current accounting record is crucial to ensuring a company's stability. Accounting is a must to properly conduct daily business operations because it can support the company's potential parts to grow. NOAH must therefore incorporate an accounting system into the operation of his company.